So Jeanette, what prompted you to look at reviewing your early years outdoor learning space?
Well, I had just joined the school and in addition there was a new early years leader in place. We just both felt that it was an area that was very untidy, it was very tired, just not very appealing to young children. It was very difficult to manage and organise. The children weren't using it appropriately and it had become almost like a playground where staff was supervising the play. It wasn't an area that promoted learning at all. We knew that it had potential, but we just felt that we needed support to develop our ideas further. We were already working with services for young children, and they were being really helpful in developing our provision. And then we got in touch with the Hampshire Landscape Group, and they came in and discussed a way forward. We decided to have a workshop because we felt that would enable us to involve members from the whole school community. So that took place and we involved everybody, staff, caretaker, parent, governors, etc., so that they were all part of the vision. And that really helped to facilitate the ideas. It really helped to consolidate what we actually wanted. And then a bit later on when we were working with the design team, it had just given us that confidence to go forward with our ideas.
Jeanette, can you tell us how the development of the outdoor learning environment has enhanced the opportunities for your children?
It's an area that constantly evolves. Because it's such a flexible space, it means that we're able to adapt it to meet the needs of the children as they grow and develop during their first year at school. But it also means that we can adapt it to take account of the needs and interests of different cohorts. So for example, last year we had a large number of boys in that year group. In addition to that, because of the staff buy-in, I've already mentioned the facilitation, but it's also meant that they can target specific children with additional support where it's needed through the enhanced activities that are going on outside, rather than withdrawing them for more formal interventions.
That was really hard. Shall we measure? I tell you what, I'm going to put one of these I was going to put a worm where you jumped to. I think it was about there. See if you can jump further than that this time. Oh, can you go over the worm?
I can go over the worm.
Go on, Isla, see if you can go over the worm. We've got an orange worm for Isla. Amy, do you think... Oh, no, she moved. I'll put yours there. Go in, Coco. Wow, Coco, that was such a big jump. Hold on, Amy, hold on. Don't jump.
So Jeanette, can you tell us please what principles underpinned your development of the space?
Yes. We wanted an area that had some predefined spaces, such as a large climbing sand pit that we've got and some outside storage. But we also wanted a space that we could use very flexibly, that had that potential to be able to adapt it. It had to be easier to manage and organise. And in addition, we'd identified some problem areas that we felt we needed to tackle. What we wanted was a space where we could develop children's skills and their knowledge and understanding across the whole of the foundation stage curriculum. Obviously, we wanted it to be attractive, but the key questions that we kept coming back to is, will it appeal to children, and will it support their learning needs? It's an area that's become a lot more easy to manage and also to plan for. What we've noticed is that children are now self-selecting their own resources, so they're managing their own play. Staff are now able to facilitate that learning through the play because there are less behaviour issues that they're having to deal with. And as a result, obviously, it's much more purposeful out there. We kind of expected those results, but in addition, what we've noticed is how good children are at self-regulating their play. And that includes resolving their own disputes. They're really good at assessing risk. There's a definite buy-in from staff. That's been really noticeable. It's kind of gained a lot of momentum as the time's gone on. And they're working much more together as a whole team, whereas previously, it felt as though there were 3 separate classes out there. Now it feels as if it's one big team working together. It's a continually evolving space because we've kept it quite flexible. It's meant that we're able to adapt it to meet the needs of the children as they grow and develop during the course of their first year at school. It also means that we can adapt it to meet the different needs and interests of different cohorts. For example, last year we had a large number of boys. It has also enabled us obviously to cover the whole of the foundation stage curriculum outside on a much bigger scale, which is obviously going to be very appealing to some of our children. In addition, I've mentioned the fact that staff are now more able to facilitate the learning, but it's also enabled them to target specific children with additional learning needs through the enhanced provision, or rather than withdrawing them for more formal interventions.
How many am I carrying?
How many?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Good counting. Stomp on top of there for me.
I think do your homework first, make sure that you've done all the preparation, go and visit other high quality settings, not to copy their ideas, but to help you form your own ideas of what you want the area to look like, and take your time. We thought it would be a really quick process and it wasn't, but with hindsight now looking back, I'm really glad that we didn't rush into anything and we really took our time. And finally involve the whole school community so that they're absolutely aware of what your vision is and that you're taking them with you and that they are part, they're part of the group that are forming that vision. The team are absolutely thrilled with the outside environment that we've ended up with, but the biggest difference it has made is the outcomes for children.